one version had passed the House, and they were trying to rectify it and get into a final version, right? And just last week, a coalition of 19 civil liberties groups sent a letter to President Obama and congressional leaders calling for stricter privacy protections and warning that these protections have been stripped from the bill. So there's all this fight going on about CISA. It doesn't really stand a chance on its own, even though it had passed in some form. It wasn't going to pass and get everything that the Obama administration wants, which is more security surveillance legislation. And instead, they had to sneak it on to the government shutdown bill. And that's what they did. And Justin Amash and Congressman Thomas Massie said that the spending bill was unconstitutional because it had surveillance measures included in there. They call it the worst anti-privacy vote in Congress since the Patriot Act. And Thomas Massie adding it was completely unrelated legislation to expand warrantless domestic cyber surveillance. The last-minute addition of the Cybersecurity Act of 2015 to a massive congressional spending bill has drawn criticism from representatives who call the provisions unconstitutional. In a statement to Truth and Media on Thursday, Justin Amash said he does not support the bill and sees it as possibly the worst anti-privacy vote since the Patriot Act. A vote for the omnibus vote is to support unconstitutional surveillance on all Americans. It's probably the worst anti-privacy vote since the Patriot Act. And Thomas Massie released a statement on his Facebook page on Wednesday saying, "We learned last night that in addition to unsustainable spending, the giant omnibus includes completely unrelated legislation to expand warrantless domestic cyber surveillance and to repeal country of origin labeling for meat sold in the U.S. I will be voting no on Thursday." The Cybersecurity Act of 2015 brings together provisions from other bills that have been passed in either the House or the Senate, including CISPA and CISA, as I just mentioned. So, yeah, there you go. Cybersecurity.